Morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Chris Wood here, August 14th, 2022. I'm just doing a quick update here to let everybody know and see the changes that have happened to me. Right now, as I am doing this, I am getting nothing but air going through my head, and it is expanding. It's going through the back of my head, and I'm getting what feels like an electric halo going around the top of my head. I am being broadcasted through from what is called remote neuromonitoring, and it is being done to me by a person named William Bill Wooldridge of 149 Center Street North, NAPANEE, Ontario. He is O.P.P boss to Spencer Mills, O.P.P boss to the ex-chief, O.P.P boss to staff sergeants, the men, O.P.P boss to Shannon Cork, O.P.P boss to Robert Lucas and Robert Kane. He is also the boss to Dr. Tatiana V, LENNOX and Addington County General Hospital, one that falsifies files, one that has victims medically blacklisted. He is also boss to Stacy, a mental health worker, who happens to be Tatiana's girlfriend. He is boss to Shelley Hafter, a mental health worker and cop. They are human traffickers. They are guilty of sex assaults. They are guilty of kidnapping. They are guilty of stalking. They are guilty of having my mother stalked by William Wooldridge and Blair Hardy, who is a co-offender and co-boss with William Wooldridge to O.P.P. They are drug traffickers. They had my mother stalked and murdered December 2020. This is 100% revenge retaliation on me for speaking of their crimes back in 2019. I was sitting on my front porch at my previous address, and the ex-chief went by. He waved at me. I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him, and they pointed and shot something, and it went into my right ear, and I have been having nothing but problems and screwed ever since. The medical blacklisting, the lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals except for on me to deflect the crimes, the kidnapping, having my blood and piss taken on me for O.P.P framing, being falsely charged so O.P.P could get the rest of what they needed, my prints, my signature, my picture, and everything else for this identity theft that has taken place with me. I also have William Wooldridge's prisoner tracking onto me, and I will not be proven wrong, and they will not prove me wrong. I have the remote neuromonitoring on me, so I read as him 24/7. The whole right side of my head is being completely filled up with what feels like piss, actually. That's all I smell through my body. The whole right side of my body has been completely and totally mutilated. I have had serious lies against me stating I am suicidal, 100% bullshit in every way, shape, and form. I've had lies against me stating that I am a self-harmer, 100% bullshit in every way, shape, and form. I have had lies cast against me stating that I do drugs. I do not do drugs. I am against drugs, and everybody knows I am against them. I've lost too many friends and family. So I'm highly against the bullshit, the fucking garbage. I want nothing to do with it, and I want nothing to do with anybody that does it. You smoke pot, you smoke hash, oil, marijuana, that's fine. I do that, and I fully admit it. And a lot of it is CBD because of what has taken place with me, because of the fucking pain in my friggin' skull being constantly deformed from being broadcasted through by 50 different fucking junkies that this R&M is being passed around to. Ones that are guilty of attempted murder is O.P.P. Spencer Mills, O.P.P. Staff Sergeants, the cops named. Doctors guilty of aiding and abetting in this crime against me for the 3 years with criminal felony negligent intent. Dr. Tatiana V. again. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton, Dr. Sue, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Fardell, Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, blonde-haired woman, Triage Nurse or Dr. David, and Paladin Security. They are human traffickers. They are human sex trade slavery traffickers, children and adults. They're selling children to pedophiles and adults to sex offenders. Through this is how they are getting away with it. I have been sold from O.P.P. to William Wooldridge to commit homicide and this identity theft for framing on me while they are refusing to arrest their boss. I've had serious deforming to my head, to my face, which I have proven it. There's been a lot more changes to my head, the size and shape of my head, and my face, of course. I'm starting to look more alien. That's just to show and prove the deforming and changes that I have been going through, and I am being broadcasted through. My skull has been flattened, shortened, elongated, and everything else, and I've been proving it. And I go to the hospital the other night, my skull's been split. I have proof of it, and I go to the hospital, I get CAT scans, they mention something about NAPANEE, and conveniently nothing's wrong. So you completely and totally fucked me, NAPANEE. You made sure that this happened to me. I wonder how much money you made off it. I wonder how much drugs the JP made off of this by making accusations that I was hallucinating being sex assaulted on marijuana, and I was hallucinating it because of who it was done by. Fuck you. And I don't care if you like that word, that's bullshit. You done that to obstruct. You are corrupt, along with Spencer Mills. You're human traffickers. This is how the murdered and missing are happening. This is how they human traffic. This is how they frame. And this is how they are murdering. And it is being done successfully under unsuspecting eyes and noses. They are mentally fucking their victims up. They're frying their fucking victims' brains on people. They're lying. They're buying time. They have to prove nothing because of their badge, their positions, and their credentials. And that's exactly what they are hoping for around NAPANEE. Using false guise of law, their lies, to get away with it, to be unsuspecting. So I hope you're happy with what you've done, O.P.P, Stacy, and the rest of you fuckers, but I'm going to tell you right now, I am not going to take a fall for your boyfriend. I'm not going to take a fall for a sex offender, a wanted inmate sex offender that you are harboring and will not arrest because it will implicate you in the serious fucking crimes that you are involved in. Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, NAPANEE doctors, using your inmates, your boyfriends, Tyler Lake, you are guilty of attempted murder. Javen Alstein, you are guilty of attempted murder. Sam Ray, Hope Mills, Bucktooth Bob, Allie Cooper, you're all passing this around through people. The woman that lives on Center Street and Thomas, side door entrance. An obese blonde-haired woman or redhead woman, she dyed her hair. A guy named Curtis, Sarah, that's where they're all hanging out. Javen Alstein, you're all guilty of using this on me, and you were all guilty of attempted murder, whether you work for O.P.P or not. So, I just want to say congratulations, you're getting away with this, including murdering my mother. So, you were all kinds of fucking filth, and you prove it on a daily basis for 3 years, including the doctors here. How much money were you paid to the doctors here? How much money were you paid to do this? How much money were you paid, Stacy and Tatiana? How much drugs were you paid, you junkies? Christ Wood here. Love all, hate none, be safe, watch your parents, watch your children, and yourselves. Please hit that like button and subscribe and share. This is very serious and important.